What if I told you that 49 years ago, deep space spoke directly to Earth for 72 seconds, and to this day, not a single scientist can prove it was false? On the night of August 15, 1977, the Big Ear radio telescope at Ohio State University was quietly scanning the dark heavens in the exact direction of the constellation Sagittarius. Connected to a primitive electronic mainframe computer, the giant radio receiver dish was searching for artificial narrowband transmissions that could indicate the presence of an intelligent alien civilization living among distant stars. An astronomer sitting in a dark control room looks over his shoulder at a dot matrix printer as continuous rolls of paper feed out, covered in columns of numerical data recorded from space. Suddenly, at 10:16 p.m., the radio telescope dish picked up an intense deep space electromagnetic signal, 30 times stronger than the normal background noise of space, lasting for 72 full seconds. What made this space signal so extraordinary was its ultra-narrow bandwidth of less than 10 kilohertz, focused precisely on 1420 megahertz, which is the universal hydrogen beacon frequency of the cosmos. Physicists Carl Sagan and Philip Morrison had previously theorized that any intelligent alien species trying to communicate across interstellar space would choose the 1420 hydrogen line as the natural interstellar communication beacon. A researcher inspecting telemetry printouts under a desk lamp looks over his shoulder as he circles the alphanumeric sequence 6EQUJ5 with a red pen, writing the word WOW. Sequence 6EQUJ5 recorded the rising and falling intensity of the signal, with the letter U representing a signal peak 30 times brighter than deep space background noise. When astronomer Jerry Ehman discovered the printout days later, he was so astonished by the mathematical precision of the data that he immediately wrote the famous red exclamation mark in the paper margin. News of the sudden discovery sent shockwaves through the astronomical community, triggering an immediate scientific investigation to rule out every single possible terrestrial explanation for the mysterious 72-second deep space transmission. Scientists systematically checked orbital tracking satellite databases to confirm that no military satellites, commercial aircraft, or secret space probes were passing through the telescope's narrow field of view when the signal arrived here. A space communications engineer examining satellite trajectory maps looks over his shoulder at glowing radar screens, confirming that no terrestrial human technology could have generated a narrowband transmission from that celestial coordinate. Natural cosmic phenomena like pulsars, quasars, and dying stars produce broad-spectrum radio noise across many frequencies, making it physically impossible for a natural space object to produce such a highly focused signal. Furthermore, the signal followed the exact mathematical beam pattern of the Big Ear telescope, meaning the radio source was truly located far outside of Earth's atmosphere, drifting along with the distant background stars. For decades after the event, radio astronomers pointed the world's most powerful telescopes back toward the exact coordinates in Sagittarius, hoping to hear the mysterious space transmission repeat itself, once again, in space. Yet, despite thousands of hours of continuous listening by SETI researchers using advanced digital receiver arrays, the deep space coordinate has remained completely silent, leaving scientists with a single unexplained cosmic anomaly today. To understand why a distant civilization might attempt to contact Earth, we must look back to 1974, when human scientists transmitted our own intentional binary interstellar message into deep outer space. Using the massive Arecibo radio telescope in Puerto Rico, astronomers Carl Sagan and Frank Drake beamed a binary radio message toward the globular star cluster M13, 25,000 light-years away. The famous Arecibo message contained coded binary graphics depicting human DNA structures, our solar system coordinates, the chemical elements of life on Earth, and a clear visual representation of human physical body form. 27 years later, in August 2001, a bizarre mathematical crop formation appeared in a wheat field right next to the Chilbolton radio telescope facility in rural Hampshire, England. Down below, an investigative researcher standing in a dark field looks over his shoulder at aerial survey photographs, displaying an intricate binary grid pattern matching the exact visual graphic structure of the original Arecibo message. When cryptographers analyzed the Chilbolton formation, they discovered the binary code had been modified, to show a silicon-based life form, altered DNA strands, and a population count of over 12 billion beings. While skepticism remains high regarding crop formations, the uncanny mathematical precision of the Chilbolton grid renewed deep global interest in how an extraterrestrial intelligence might format mathematical reply to human radio broadcasts. Our radio astronomer operating digital signal decoders looks over his shoulder at computer monitors as algorithmic software attempts to translate complex radio frequency signal modulations recorded during deep space radio listening surveys today. Some astrophysicists believe the 1977 WOW signal was not a targeted transmission to Earth, but rather a powerful sweeping radar beam from an alien vessel passing through our cosmic solar neighborhood. Just as Earth's military defense radars sweep across the sky, broadcasting intense pulses into deep space, an interstellar craft traveling through the galaxy might produce sweeping navigation radar beams across vast stellar distances. If a starship passed near Sagittarius in 1977, its directional radar beam may have swept across Earth for 72 seconds before moving out of alignment forever into the dark cosmos. An optical engineer checking deep space telescope lenses looks over his shoulder through observatory glass at the glowing Milky Way galaxy, wondering how many ancient alien civilizations are currently broadcasting across the void. The mystery of the WOW signal highlights the terrifying vastness of interstellar space, where light and radio signals take thousands of years to travel between neighboring solar systems across the vast open galaxy. Even if an advanced alien civilization received our radio broadcasts today, their response would not reach Earth for centuries, long after our current human civilization has evolved or transformed into something entirely new. Yet the existence of a confirmed, unexplained, narrow-band radio signal on the universal hydrogen frequency truly proves that the scientific search for extraterrestrial intelligence is grounded in real empirical evidence on Earth. Imagine standing inside a quiet radio observatory late at night, watching telemetry screens scroll past in green light, knowing that 30 times normal background space noise once blared directly from deep outer space. Somewhere out there in the vast black ocean of stars, a transmitter once fired a 72-second signal beam that crossed trillions of miles of empty space to reach our tiny planet. Whether it was a passing starship, localized beacon, or a deliberate greeting from an ancient alien civilization, the WOW signal stands as a grand monument to human curiosity and great cosmic mystery. The universe is vast, silent, and filled with unanswered secrets, reminding us that we are just beginning to listen to the whisper of the distant stars, moving in the dark, deep space above.